Hello, my dears. Welcome to the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Daniela Warner, licensed esthetician. And today we are getting really deep into the nitty-gritty of email marketing. Now, this presentation that you're looking at now. Obviously, you usually see me talking when you're watching the videos from the podcast. If you're a regular listener, this is going to be one that you actually want to go to the website and watch the video, because I am doing something that I've never done before. I'm actually sharing with you a presentation that I share at the Aesthetic Marketing Seminar. Now, the Aesthetic Marketing Seminar, that is our live event that we put on. It's exclusive for our Spa Retail Rockstar students. So Spa Retail Rockstar is our group coaching and video training program. When our members join, they actually get a free ticket to this live event where we get to connect and network in person, and then we talk about marketing. We get into the nitty-gritty of marketing, and my goal is for every single person there to walk away with a clear plan of how they're going to implement this new strategy in their business, rather than feeling lost and confused and like they just got a ton of information thrown at them. So anyway, this email marketing was just one of the many presentations that we gave at our last aesthetic marketing seminar. And I really felt compelled to do this episode today because so many estheticians out there and spa owners out there, I keep coming up with this same problem where these estheticians and spa owners, they're sending out one e-blast per month, and they're wondering, why don't I have better lead generation? Why are my open rates so low? Why is email not working to get people in? Well, there is an art to email marketing. And a lot of people will say, oh, email marketing doesn't work, or social media doesn't work. It works. Trust me, there are still, email marketing. One, you own your list, you control the messages that you send out, but it is still one of the highest return on investments in the marketing space that there is. And by the end of this presentation, I want to prove that to you. Now, I also hope that you will no longer, if you are one of those estheticians or spas who sends one email a month and it's simply an e-blast just letting them know whatever the next promotion is, I want to discourage that behavior. Email is all about connecting, about building trust, about building the relationship, and building that know, like, and trust factor. I mean, think about it. If you had someone who came over once a month and just knocked on your door every month and just wanted to show you what they had to sell, you're not going to really be excited when they show up at your door. In fact, you may stop answering the door. You may stop even opening those emails. But if you're consistently providing value, building the relationship, then you're much more likely to open those emails, to connect with the people. One business, I go to Pure Barre in Falls Church, and they do such an excellent job with their emails. So they do send emails that let you know about the promotions and all of that kind of stuff. But their teachers also send you a follow-up email to tell you that they enjoyed having you in class, give you some kind of compliment, let you know about your form. Their Instagram has all kinds of fun personal pics on it as well. I mean, they're obviously Pure Barre related, but sometimes they'll send some of those out. So they do a really good job of providing that balance and making it feel like a community. And that's what I want you to do in your spa as well. So let's go ahead and jump into this presentation. So what we're going to cover are different email marketing statistics. We're going to talk about what a nurture sequence is and how they should be used. And then we're going to get into the automation, tech, and if-then rules that are going to save you time and money. And if that didn't make sense to you, the if-then rules thing, don't worry. I totally didn't get it in the beginning, but once I figured them out, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing. It allows you to really customize your client's experience. So let me ask you guys this. How many of you listening, I'm talking to you, how many of you are actively list building? And what I mean by actively list building is, are you making an effort to add people to your email list every single day? And that includes people who are not your existing clients. So I know a lot of people can raise their hand and say, oh yeah, on our intake form, we ask for their email, and some people fill it out and some people don't. And we keep track of those, and that's who we email. Okay, that's probably about a C. That's pretty average. But if you want to be an A+ student, if you want to be A+ in your marketing, and you want to really maximize the people coming into your business, because there are stats out there, there have been studies done that show that when you exchange information, there's some level of commitment there. So those people, even if they've just given you your email address, they're much more likely to book an appointment with you after you build that know, like, and trust factor. So this is an important part of your business, to actively be list building for people who are patients or clients of your business, and also people who are not. The next question is, how many of you have a welcome email? So again, you guys, all of this kind of stuff can be automated, but a welcome email is simply an email that gets sent out to someone once they join your list. So once they are on your email list, do they have an automated email that gets sent to them to let them know who you are, what your business is about, and all of that kind of stuff, when they can expect to hear from you, and so on. And then how many of you also have a welcome sequence? So a welcome email is one email. A welcome sequence would be what we also call like a nurture sequence of typically 5 to 7 emails. Those are all important questions to ask yourself. So let's talk about some email marketing statistics. And forgive me if you hear my sniffling. I'm just going to grab a tissue so that I can, keep my nose under control. My daughter was sick this weekend. So any of you guys who have toddlers, it's like they are little snot factories. And I was totally fine, but then Taya fell asleep on my chest, and I definitely got sick from that. So I'm feeling okay now, but I'm still battling a little bit of this cold. Okay, so welcome emails are incredibly effective. So on average, 320% more revenue is attributed to them on a per email basis than other promotional emails. That's because they're most excited about you when they first find you. So a welcome email can be, perhaps on your website, you have a pop-up, and that pop-up says, click here to get your $10 off coupon for your next treatment. Well, presumably, if you have it set up in the right way, they're going to enter their email, and then you're going to send them an email, a welcome email that has their $10 off coupon and a link to book a treatment. So that is what they're talking about, this statistic, saying that 320% more revenue is attributed to them on a per email basis than other promotional emails. Now, notice when I said that there was a pop-up box that came up and it was giving an offer. I want you guys to go and look at your website right now. If you do have a pop-up box that is collecting emails, first give yourself a pat on the back. That's awesome. But here's how I want you to make it better. If it says sign up for updates, or if it says get on our email list or something like that, I want you to change it. I want you to provide something that's enticing for them. I mean, think about it from their perspective. How many websites do you go to and just randomly enter your email in to get on their email list without getting anything in return? I mean, everybody's busy. Everybody's got a ton of stuff going on. You're much more likely to exchange your information for some sort of coupon or other information. So keep that in mind. Put yourself in their shoes. So, an example of a welcome email, hello, we're so pleased to give you your $10 off coupon. The code is ready for you at this link. You can redeem your gift by purchasing any product or service from us online or in spa. Go ahead and browse through our online store here, but don't wait. It's going to expire in 2 weeks. Over the next few days, we'll be sending you a few tips to help you relax. We look forward to providing you with the rest and relaxation that you deserve. That is it. Plain and simple, you guys. That is all you need for a welcome email. So don't stress yourself out about the copywriting or anything like that. Just get something in place. It can always be tweaked. Okay, so email marketing stat number 2. People say they prefer HTML emails, but plain text emails actually get higher open rates. So, what do I mean by that? And this is where, if you're listening, you'll want to actually look at the slides here. So, an HTML email is the beautiful branded picture emails that look super professional, that look beautiful. We've got a couple of slides here that are showing you what those are. But in reality, people open up and read the plain text emails so much more. Now, why do you think that is? I personally think that because a plain text email is something that we would get from a friend or our spouse or somebody that we know. So if we're wanting to really build that relationship, it's something to consider. I say, there's never only one truth. You've always got to test and figure out what works for your business. But marketing stats say people prefer the beautiful images, but they actually open and read the plain text much, much more. So let's take a look. These are some average open rates. This is as of February 2018. But if we're looking in total at salon and spa, the average open rate is 13%. That means if you have 100 people on your email list and you send out an e-blast, 13 people will open it on average. Now, of that 13%, if we break that down, 66% of those people will open that email on their mobile phone. That means that your email has to be mobile compatible. 12.95% will open it on a tablet. 31.95% will open it on a desktop. The click-through rate average is 4.4. The bounce rate is 11.38, and the unsubscribe rate is 0.01. So that should give you, you don't know what you don't know. You may send out an email and have 13 people open it and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe only 13 people opened my email. What's the point? I have 100 people on my list. But if you're getting that, you're actually average. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to. Now, I know spas that work really well with engagement, that really focus on providing value and building the relationship. They can get their open rates up to 40 to 50%. The smaller you are, the more of a relationship you can build. So being small is actually a benefit in a case like this. So keep that in mind. One of the things that you can do to increase your open rates is to test your headlines, the subject. So we call this A/B testing. So a lot of email service providers, so there's several out there. There's MailChimp, there's ConvertKit, there's Aweber, Ontraport, Infusionsoft. There's all kinds of different email service providers. A lot of estheticians I've noticed end up using MailChimp. It's free for your first 2,000 subscribers. I believe that's the number. And I'm 99% sure that they allow A/B testing. Now, your headline is essential. So that's what's going to really get them to open the email or not. So when you do A/B testing, you can test 2 different subject lines. And what the software will do is send out both headlines to 30% of your list. And then whichever one gets a higher open rate, they're going to send to the 70% remaining that has not received that email. So it really helps you increase your open rates that way. And pro tip, you can resend the same email with a different headline to those on your list who did not open the email for an even bigger boost in open rates. Sometimes people just get really busy. I know for myself, like in the morning when I wake up, if I'm looking at my phone after I do my morning routine, I'm trying to be really good about no phone until I do my morning routine. But once I'm going through my email, oftentimes you just get on this like autopilot of delete, 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 delete. And I've actually deleted emails from my husband before without even meaning it, just because you get on this autopilot. So imagine, how many spa emails that people actually really did want to read or see get deleted because they're just on that autopilot delete. So go ahead, resend. You can use a different subject line, or you can keep it the same and just say resending, whatever works for you. But that is one way to really increase your open rates as well. All right, let's move on to the third email marketing stat. So segmented email campaigns have an open rate that's 14.32% higher than non-segmented campaigns. What the heck does that mean? Okay, so segmentation means that you are breaking people into little groups. So your two segments, these are just examples, but you could have a segment of people who are actually customers and people who are not customers. So that could be a big segmentation. Then within your customers, you may assign tags. So you could say, this is an injectable patient. This is a laser hair removal patient. This is a cool sculpting patient. In your non-customers, you could tag them as, how they got on your email list. Maybe you had a live event that they entered their email. Maybe you were doing a Facebook ad. So you can track that. Now, segmentation allows you to target the right audience with the right messaging. So when you tag someone who's had cool sculpting, maybe you want to automatically check in with them at the three-month mark, and maybe they want to do another treatment or a different area. You can set up an automated nurture sequence that will, automatically go out to any patient who's been tagged with cool sculpting. This is especially helpful with injectables or laser hair removal. So with injectable patients, if they're doing Botox or Dysport or any type of neuromodulator, that typically lasts 3 to 4 months. So you can set up an automated, a tag that triggers an automated nurture sequence that reminds them to come in 3 months after their next treatment. So they can get that along with your other relationship building messages. So but maybe someone who went to your live event doesn't want to do injectables, or that's not the right messaging for them. See what I'm talking about? So it's really allowing you to highly personalize and get the right audience, the right messaging. All right, so let's talk about what a funnel is, a spa marketing funnel. So a client could enter the funnel through a Facebook ad. Now, I've talked about this a lot. Facebook ads are something that I believe in so deeply. My girlfriend Tara and I, Tara is like the Facebook ads goddess, and she has Successful Ads Club, which I promote like crazy because I believe it is a life-changing course if you're wanting to get into Facebook ads. But we've done some trainings before where we talked about how Facebook ads, you've got to do the ad to the landing page to get them on your email list and then start the nurture sequence. That's one of the biggest mistakes that so many people make, is they just think the ad goes directly to the website, and people get lost. They get confused. They forget what they were doing on your website because there's so much information there. So anyway, that was a bit of a tangent, but your client is going to enter the funnel however they enter. It's going to automatically tag them. So in this example, let's say you're running a promotion on Hydrofacial, and it's saying, all right, we're doing a $99 Hydrofacial promo. So they're going to enter your funnel. They're going to get tagged. So we're going to segment them in saying $99 Hydrofacial promo. And then that tag can be the trigger of a nurture sequence that's based off their actions. Then if then rules can be used to customize the experience of the client. So if we start a nurture sequence that's inviting them to book, we can also set up an if then rule that says if they book a treatment, then stop this sequence, this automated sequence. So we're not continuing to send them marketing messages to book when they already have something booked. So, see how powerful that can be? There is a lot of heavy lifting in the beginning. I know for some of you, you're like, oh my gosh, my head is spinning. I had no idea how complex this is. But really, it's not as complex as it seems. You just have to get past, like, grasp the overall strategy, the big picture, and then you can hire this out. You can hire a virtual assistant, whatever you need to do. But I promise if you do this, if you have email marketing as a regular part of your business, you will see your numbers increase. Okay, so email marketing stat number 4. So, a study of 1 billion emails revealed that video emails see click through rates, CTRs, 96% higher than non video emails. So, that means that if you send an email with a video in it, it will have a 96% higher click through rate than an email that does not have a video in it. Things are going to video, you guys. You're seeing Facebook really pushing Facebook Live. They're wanting video because people engage with video. So, one of the ways that you can do this, and you guys, I am a mom, I'm a military spouse. We finished our 7th move in 6 years. I have a 2-year-old. I have a Labradoodle puppy. I mean, my life is as busy as it can be. And I'm running a very big spa consulting company. I think our team is up to 8 people on the auto aesthetics team. So we've got a decent sized operation over here. And so I am all about leveraging my time. And one of the best ways that you can do this is by committing to doing a Facebook Live every single week. I want that Facebook Live to be on topic with whatever promotion you are doing in your business. So if you're doing chemical peel promotions or whatever it is, your first Facebook Live is going to be on what are chemical peels. Your second Facebook Live is going to be on contraindications for chemical peels. Your third Facebook Live will be on pre and post care for chemical peels. And then your fourth can be a recap. Now, each week, you can do that on Facebook Live. Then if you click the 3 dots on the top of the post on Facebook, it'll bring you out a menu that says download video. You can simply download that video and you can upload it to YouTube. You can edit part of it and use it on IGTV. You can upload it to your website as a blog post. You can email that out to your patients to let them know that you did a new Facebook Live. You can create a frequently asked questions page. So for your clients who are booking chemical peels, you could simply email them the video of, here are contraindications in pre and post care. Use it as that's one video that you did that can have so many different purposes in your business. So leverage your time, leverage your content. Okay, and the final email marketing stat that we're going to share in this episode, email marketing has an average rate of return of $38 for every dollar spent. You guys, that is huge. That's huge. $38 for every dollar spent. So not only does email marketing have a great ROI, it is essential to include email marketing as part of your client retention strategy. And I am so big on this. You'll hear me talking about this stat over and over and over again. But Harvard Business Review, they did a study that found that a 5% increase in client retention caused a 25 to 95% increase in profit margin in the business. So personal and customized emails build the relationship with the client. It increases touch points and retention. Super, super important. Okay, so are you guys still with me? Are you guys still hanging in there? I know this is a longer episode. I know this is a lot of information, but it's super important, very high value. You can listen to this listen to it again if you need to, but really, really pay attention because there's so much information in this episode. All right, so let's get into what is a nurture sequence. So, as I said before, a nurture sequence is a series of 5 to 7 emails. You want those 5 to 7 emails to go out over, I would say, about a 10 to 14 day time period. You want to increase scarcity. And what should be included? So, in email one, it should be your welcome email. And this is going to be your added value item or your coupon. So, like we said, if we were doing on your website, if you have a pop up that says, here's your link for your $10 off your next service, or if you're doing a Facebook ad, whatever you're doing, you want to give them that added value item or that coupon. You want to give them a quick backstory. So, in 2 to 3 sentences, you want to introduce yourself, share a bit about your training and your spa. And you also want to set expectations. So you want to let them know when they can expect to see you in their inbox and why. So that's super important for email number one. Email number two, this is your value add email. So first things, you want to remind them who you are. This can be something very simple like, hey, this is Daniela from Skincare by Daniela. Or, it's important, you guys, because consistency and repetition build trust. And those are 2 essential ingredients for gaining and retaining clients. And that's what we want. You want to give value. So offer some type of skincare tips. So if you're a lash stylist, maybe you can give them a tip on how to maintain your lashes between fills. So something like that, something that's going to be obviously related to your business and what you do, but that also provides value. And then again, you want to set expectations. Email number 3, this should be your soft pitch email. You want to praise them. So clients often feel guilty about treating themselves at the spa. They look at it as a luxury, as, I'll go to the spa when, whatever. But you want to praise them and make them feel like it's okay, like self-care is okay. You want to give them value. So go ahead and include another tip and then invite them in. Now, I know it sounds simple, but it works. So just include a sentence that says click here to book your next appointment, or click here to use your $10 off coupon on your next service, or whatever it is. Just make it easy for them to come in. Email 4, this is going to be your hard pitch email. So you want to focus on outcomes. So feel free to include a description of your signature service. If you're a lash stylist, you could focus on the fact that your clients will have more time, because with a beautiful set of lashes, you maybe just need lip gloss, no more buying mascara. You wake up, your eyes look beautiful. You want to also give testimonials. So this is social proof. This is huge in our industry. So you can pull testimonials from Yelp, from Google, wherever people are leaving reviews for you. If you don't have any reviews yet, just simply ask a few of your top clients. If you don't have top clients, invite some of your friends in for a complimentary or discounted treatment in exchange for some honest feedback of their experience that you can use as a testimonial. So don't use that as an excuse. You also want to link it up. So you want to make sure that booking is as easy and as seamless as possible. So you want to make sure that your clients and patients can book online rather than having to call. So give them a link where they can book online. And last but not least, you want to use your authentic voice. So I love to sell through education. I focus on sharing the benefit to the client, whether that's from a service or from products. And it's worked incredibly well for me. I just focus on what is their benefit, why do I believe in this product, and then I leave the ball in their court. And that for me is my authentic voice. You want to find your authentic voice and use that in your email. And then email number 5 is your follow-up email. So a simple follow-up email, I'll just read this for you guys. You say, hello, I just wanted to follow up with you to see if you wanted to book your next lash treatment. I'd love to get you on the books. Click here to access our online scheduler and find a time that's convenient for you. Looking forward for the opportunity to care for your skin. That's it. Hope to see you soon. So short, sweet, simple, but you're just giving them another opportunity to book. Remember that email marketing is 80% value, that's relationship building, and 20% promotional. So focus on building that relationship, getting to know them, providing them value, sharing skincare tips, letting them see your personality and who you authentically are, and then 20% promotion. Now, before we go, I want to make sure that I share some of the email marketing service providers. So there's ConvertKit, there's Aweber, there's Infusionsoft, there's Ontraport, there's MailChimp, there's all kinds of email marketing service providers. Test the one that works best for you. As I said before, a lot of estheticians are using MailChimp because it's free up to a certain point. So check that out. A lot of, I believe that some of like the Booker and Vagaro and those different softwares, I believe that they have email marketing in there as well. But the biggest thing is that you can set up and schedule automated nurture sequences. You want to have segmentation. I think you should be able to build landing pages and things like that. But anyway, MailChimp is a great place to start. So go back and listen to this episode again. I know that was a lot of information, but I truly, truly hope that it helps you. If you guys have any questions, as always, head over to the Spa Marketing Made Easy Facebook group, and I will be happy to answer them to the best of my ability, and we can keep the conversation going over there. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your reviews. If you have not left us a review over on iTunes, please, please, please do that. If our podcast has helped you in your business in any way, that helps us to reach more estheticians. And I will catch you on the next episode.